It is time for our Chamber Chat, brought to you by the Coldwater Area Chamber of Commerce. And among the big things that the Chamber involved with is coming up their big golf outing on September 11th. Still looking for a few sponsors. And last word, there were still spots open for a few teams left. So get a hold of the Chamber of Commerce. You can go online at their website and get more information on that, their Facebook page, or give them a call as well at 278-5985 for the Coldwater Area Chamber of Commerce. But part of our Chamber Chats, too, we spotlight members of the Chamber of Commerce, and that includes an organization that is kind of behind the scenes, but certainly well needed behind the scenes. One Point Technology Group and owner Mark Henry is in the studio with us. You guys are based in Hillsdale, but in the world of computers, it doesn't really matter where you guys are based now. What is the main thing that your business does for businesses?
Well, first off, thanks for having me. We are a cybersecurity focused MSSP that focuses on securing our customers' operations and networks so that they can do what they do best. And you're correct in your assessment of the fact that what we do is faceless, much like the crimes that are out there done by cybersecurity hackers. It's a faceless crime, right?
Wouldn't it be nice if those who do for evil could do it for good? Think much better the world would be.
Oh, for sure. I mean, matter of fact, we do have red team versus blue team, obviously, where there is actual white hat hackers versus the black hats. Yeah. So the white hats would be us.
Yeah. So what makes your company maybe different than other, because there are, you can buy cybersecurity and theory stuff, software and those kinds of things. But what makes One Point a little different?
Well, I would say that, each business is different. As far as their network infrastructure and what it is that they need to secure. But most importantly, I'd say that ours is about relationship building. We understand your business. We hone in on the areas that need to be secured, so that way you can sleep at night. So I'd say it's more about the fact that we build strong relationships.
Mm-hmm. We hear obviously an awful lot about when a credit card company gets hacked or somebody else does for information for that, but there's an awful lot of other stuff going on behind the scenes too, right?
That's correct. Yes, forensic investigations generally take place. It's about unfortunately, it's quite a bit of money in order for you to get a forensic investigation. Generally speaking, most individuals don't understand when they're breached. It's about 7 to 9 months of intrusion to detection. So from the time an intruder comes in, it's about 9 months. Credit cards have been taken from your retail or restaurant or whomever accepts credit cards, and you would become a common point of purchase at that point.
Is that the biggest problem, the biggest threat that businesses face, or what are the biggest threats?
Well, when you talk about small businesses, I mean, they're easy targets. So essentially, that is probably the largest threat as far as through the network. One of the largest threats, actually, the most important threat, is phishing. It's becoming more prevalent. They're getting better at it. And a lot of these small businesses need to bring their employees to the table and learn some ways to look for phishing, spear phishing. There's many social engineering, so on and so forth. And one of the ways you do that is through a security awareness training program.
Okay. So what are some of the biggest mistakes businesses make, small businesses?
Not training their employees.
Okay.
What to look for. I mean, your employees are about 70% of the breaches.
Wow. Okay. Because they just didn't follow through on stuff. What passwords? What?
It's absolutely passwords is an issue. One of the biggest issues is going out to sites on your work computer, for example, and bringing back malicious, threats. And sometimes it's just internal theft. I mean, when it comes to PCI compliance in particular, I mean, you've all heard the stories about a restaurant that's been breached because they have a cook that's in the back taking snapshots of the credit card, with their phone. Yeah. And then they go out and they use that credit card. I personally know of somebody that did, unfortunately, see some time because of that.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, again, we're so much tied into the computers, our phones, doing everything online. It's become even more important, hasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, that's interesting that you even say that, because what most people don't think about is the fact that you're in an 80% cashless society.
Yeah.
So when it comes to credit card,
yeah.
exactly. When it comes to credit cards and protecting that data and your customers' data and your livelihood and business, probably should take a real close look at what you're doing from a security perspective. I mean, you put security cameras on your building, right?
Yeah.
And cops can't generally do anything about that. So why wouldn't you secure your network where it's a faceless crime, right? Generally speaking. So
And if someone sends you a link, don't click on it.
correct, absolutely. Then that's where anti-phishing comes in, and you send that off as a suspicious link, for example. But
Yeah.
yes.
All right. So why'd you guys join Chamber?
We joined the chamber. We had been monitoring and kind of wondering what direction we were going to go, and we wanted to establish some relationships within the community, kind of give back a lot of our experience and knowledge and what we've been doing for 20 plus years. We have been historically a national company working with very large restaurant chains, for example, like Five Guys Burgers and Fries and so on and so forth. And not to skew any of that for your listeners as far as being large chains and them being more important, because the reality is they're small business owners too. They're franchisees that even the retail chains, franchisees that had been working for 50 years at GM, for example, and bought into the idea of a franchise, right? And so they're small business owners as well.
All right. So how does someone get a hold of One Point?
Well, you can reach us at 517-797-1195, or you can reach us at info@onepointtg.net, excuse me. You can also go to our website and hit us through our contact form as well.
All right. So One Point Technology Group. Mark Henry, the owner, with us in the studio with us on this edition of our Chamber Chat, brought to you by the Coldwater Area Chamber of Commerce.